Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you as always for hitting that play button. Welcome back to Intermission, and it is basically a little wrap-up episode, not just of Intermission, of the save as a whole. It is now the end of FM17. This will be the last thing I do in FM17. Once I click stop on the record, I will be uninstalling the game, which is always a very sad time, but I have no other saves ongoing that I want to carry on. I'm just going to take a few days break until the beta drops, and then we'll go back into it again as if nothing happened. So yeah, it's been an incredible journey this last 12 months. Go back all the way back to November when we started out with Bayer Leverkusen. Of course, it didn't go well there. We got sacked before the end of the season. Moved to Marseille with a few games left at the end of that season. Saved them from relegation, and then embarked on 5 seasons of just great fun as we rebuilt the club, both in the back room and on the pitch. We've brought in some fantastic players. Moussa Dembele was an absolute god. We brought in some fantastic staff as well, and we won trophies. We did well in Ligue 1. Unfortunately, we were never able to topple Paris Saint-Germain, but we did beat them a couple of times. And then we reached a natural conclusion there and moved on to Italy and Inter Milan. Only managed to fit in 2 seasons with the Nerazzurri, which a little bit disappointed with. I was hoping for more, but did manage to win the league in the first season and got to the Coppa Italia final. And then of course this season we've just had that heartbreak against Barcelona in the Champions League semi-final. So close to forcing our way through into the final, and that would have been something else. So yeah, the main thing I want to do though is say a huge thank you to everyone that has watched, liked, shared, retweeted, commented, just generally supported the channel and the series since the Leverkusen days and all the way up until now. It's been absolutely phenomenal. It's grown from basically nothing to having 175 subs as I record this, which is unbelievable really, to think that many people would subscribe to me. So I'm loving that. I can't wait for FM18 now. I'm really looking forward to that. Looking forward to a few days off now. As I say, once I finish this video, I will be uninstalling FM17, and we'll just be getting ready, eagerly awaiting either a tweet from Miles or just logging into Steam and the beta downloading, and that will be fantastic. There will be a video in a couple of days about what I'm going to do first in FM18, and then if I've decided, maybe a few suggestions of what I would like to do going forward, and maybe get you guys to interact and maybe decide what we do. But what we'll do now then is we'll just have a quick recap of the couple of league games after the semi-final and the final league table, and then maybe just have a little recap of the history of the series, I guess. So we did end the season with 2 wins. We beat Sassuolo 2-1 with Icardi and Pulisic getting the goals, and then on the final day we were D-Mob happy. We needed Fiorentina to lose at home to Pescara, and we needed to win in Turin against Torino for us to take the top 4. We did our bit. A crazy game. We led 4 times against Torino and eventually edged them out in a 7-goal thriller. Eric Assunção, Mauro Icardi, João Mario and an own goal got us the 3 points. Was it enough though to get us top 4? Unfortunately, no, it wasn't. Fiorentina ended up beating Pescara 1-0, so we finished 5th, which does mean that we would be straight into the group stage of the Europa League. It's not what I was hoping for. It's certainly not what the board was hoping for. As soon as the final whistle went in Turin, I was called into a board meeting to discuss my future. I went in there with nothing to lose, and I ended up managing to survive in the job. And it was a case of, it was one of those where you have to win, I think it was 10 points from 5 games at the start of next season, which, unless I got Milan, Juve, Napoli, Fiorentina and Roma, I think I probably would have managed that. But it matters not. I'll probably, if the save was carrying on, I probably would be looking to move on, possibly into the Premier League, but it's all moot now. It doesn't matter. It's finished. It's done. I've enjoyed it so much. Juventus have ended the save the way they started it, by just winning the league, only by a point from Napoli in the end, but they ended up winning 4 out of the 8 league titles in Italy, so pretty good for them. But let's have a look at how my manager did in the save. So this is my history page. Then you can see we were at Leverkusen from the start of the save until middle of April 2017. We then, 2 weeks later, took the Marseille job. We were there, as I say, from May 2017 to June 2022. 5 fantastic years. You can see here on the right, we saved them from relegation in that first season. Then we managed to get runners-up in the Coupe de la Ligue. We lost to, was it Monaco, that one? I think that was the Monaco penalties, wasn't it, that one? Won the Coupe de la Ligue the following season. Was that the following season? Yes, it was, in 2019. Ligue 1, we finished second in 2020. Scroll up a little bit. Again, another final of the Coupe de la Ligue. Lost this time. I think that was to Paris Saint-Germain. Again, 2021, finished second in Ligue 1, but we won the Europa League that season and got to the French Cup final as well and lost that. And we lost the European Super Cup as well. And then we got to the final again of the Coupe de la Ligue. Finished third in Ligue 1, but won the French Cup. So you can see we were always there in the running for trophies with Marseille. It was such a good time to move. Such a good time to be at Marseille. It was a great project. 5 years, we made some fantastic progress. If I'd have carried on for the last couple of seasons there, maybe we could have progressed and possibly toppled PSG in the end. But it was time for a change to move over to Italy. Came to Inter. You may remember we had Inter and Juve both wanting us, so we went to Inter and it was fantastic. First season we won Serie A and we lost that crazy Italian Cup final to Juventus, but we did win the Italian Super Cup. We've got our revenge on Juve and won that. But then the last season was really bad. The only saving grace was getting to the semi-final of the Champions League. Other than that, it was a pretty disastrous season. Lost in the first round of the Coppa Italia and finished a terrible 5th in Serie A. So a bit of an inglorious end to the save, in all honesty. So this is the squad then. These are arranged by average rating. Marco Asensio ended up winning player of the season with a 7.29. Christian Pavon, Mauro Icardi, Mattia Pizzalis, Christian Pulisic, all up there with good ratings. If we switch it to goals, you can see Mauro Icardi ended up on 26. Absolute legend. I know in real life he's having his run-ins with the Ultras at the minute, but he is just a phenomenal striker. If he's on form, he's unstoppable. If he's bad, he's really bad. Eric Asensio had his best season, 13 goals from 42 appearances and 9 assists as well. An absolute wonder kid he is. The plan had been, if I'd have finished this save a little bit earlier this season, I was going to resign and then sim through 5 years and maybe sim through 10 as well, and just do little videos to see where the likes of Eric Asensio and Ricardo Nani and Souleymane Compaoré, just to see how they did, where they ended up going in their careers, whether they moved for big money. But I'm not going to have time to do that, which is a shame, but you know, it's just the way it is. But it's just been a fantastic journey, both in the save and obviously on the channel as well. It's been great. The community that I've become a part of is unbelievable. It's just so supportive if you get the right people, and it's just brilliant. I love it. Roll on 2018. Stick with the channel, guys. There'll be a few days without a video. There will be one, as I say, telling you what I'm going to be doing to start with on FM18, and then maybe giving you a few options for maybe what we do after that, that maybe you could get involved in and have a little vote on. And yeah, just leave a like on this, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and I can't wait now for FM18. I'm looking forward to the last couple of videos as well to see what SI announce. I think there's one about gameplay and maybe something else as well. I think there's another couple coming out. I'm recording this just the day after the what was the last one that came out? The draft, the fantasy draft one. So check the channel as well, because I've done videos for all the announcements so far. But guys, thank you so much. If you've been around since the start at Leverkusen, you're an absolute legend. If you've just joined for this video, you're an absolute legend of the future. I cannot wait to unveil the plans for FM18. I will do that very soon. Thank you very much for watching this, guys. Thank you very much for watching all the previous episodes. I will see you again very soon. Bye bye.